Hey, welcome back to 444 Keys to Wisdom. So, let's talk about this shmoney. I haven't done a money and a career reading in a while, so let's talk about this shmoney, y'all. So, I'm not doing individual signs, just elements. So, take what resonates, leave the rest. If it does not resonate, then leave that where it's at. And if this information that you're going to get from this reading about career and money is helpful, hit the like button. And I'm also, so other than the career and money cards, I'm going to be using the power to surrender cards. What might you need to surrender to help with your money situation? Okay. So here we go. I am going to do fire signs first. Aries, Leo, Sag. Hold on. Already claimed my space. Ancestors, Spirit, help us with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What information do you have as far as their career and money situation? This could be Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Or also if you have a fire sign in your house of money, you have to check your natal chart for that. All right, so let's go. All right, so money, career. Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising. Wait till we flip over right there. Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, both of them flew out. I'm actually going to take all of those. So, all right. All right, give me 1 second here. Fire signs. What is this? Okay. All right, Aries. So we got Aries, Leo, Sag. We got say yes to the things you think you can't do. We got unstable. We got helper. We've got health. the past, control, new money, persistence, designer, easy does it, and setbacks. So, fire signs. Your hard work has not gone unnoticed. You've been working on something for quite some time, or you was working on something that you knew would be very profitable for you. Okay. But you had a bit of a setback in something. Okay. And I feel like maybe at one point you got a little discouraged on your project and you thought maybe an opportunity was lost, but it's actually not with this new money. So there's some kind of work you did in the past, fire signs, where you thought maybe it was for nothing, or you thought maybe the opportunity was not there anymore, or somebody else got chosen for something, but that was not the case. Right now we're in Saturn retrograde, and I've explained this on several videos. Saturn is retrograding until, I believe, November or December. Saturn is the planet of the father, the disciplinarian, limitations, life lessons, karma. So there's a lot of people right now getting negative karma for things that they've done in the past, or they thought that maybe they got away with. And I've explained this as well in several videos, that this is karma, or, things that could have happened up to 29 years ago. Things are coming back up to the surface. And I've explained in another video that those rings around Saturn is like a record. And so when it's spinning in the right direction, in the normal direction, it's recording all the energy we put out. Everything is energy, okay? Everything we put out from ourselves, our minds, our actions, our behaviors, our choices, they're being recorded on this ring. Then when Saturn retrogrades and it kind of appears to spin backwards, everything that was placed onto that ring gets kind of spit back out when it's retrograding. So whatever you put in is what you get out, okay? And so up to 29 years back, whatever we've put in, we're all getting back. So there's some people right now getting a lot of negative, heavy karma for things that they've done in the past 29 years that they thought they may have gotten away with, but they did not. That was an illusion. What's in the dark always comes to the light. And you will always be accountable for your, there's always going to be, for every, action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. But there's a lot of us that are receiving positive karma. Okay. So I'm talking to some fire signs here. Aries, Leo, Sag has been putting in a lot of hard work over the years. Even to the point where you got very discouraged, like, why am I even doing this? You want to put it away. You're like, maybe this is not for me. Maybe this is not my chance, my opportunity. Maybe this sort of thing was for other people, not for me. Maybe I should look to do something else. But the universe is saying, stop right there. Hold it right there, okay? Because your persistence is actually about to pay off, okay? And so this speaks to someone that has a control issue still, that thinking you can control everything. This card is also saying that always respect divine timing. Sometimes even though we may have a project that we're really creative at and we're good at, the reaping the benefits and the harvest from that, sometimes internally our character may not be fully ready to be able to handle the harvest. So things have to happen in between. And so things get, sometimes your setbacks are actually saving you from something later. They're slowing things down sometimes, so that when you actually can receive the full harvest of your work, your character is able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? The universe does not want to give us something out of season. And when we get things out of season, if we're not mentally matured enough to handle it, if we're not emotionally mature, physically ready to handle it, spiritually ready to process it, we may squander our hard work. We may start something and it quickly falls under. We may use our harvest to dominate and control and hurt others instead of helping the collective. You know, our egos may get in the way if they're not processed enough. You know, ego is good, but it has to be healthy. If our ego is still unbalanced, you know, if our confidence is still not there, and sometimes there's other people that we need to work with that they may not be quite ready to jump on that timeline. So, you know, this control card is saying the universe has always been in control of this situation. We do have some control with our choices, but the bigger picture of it all, wherever you might have gotten discouraged or felt like giving up or felt like I've been at this for so long and it's just really not growing, or I feel like maybe this opportunity slipped away from me for whatever reason, the universe is about to show someone that's not true. Everything, what's for you is always going to be for you. Okay? Nobody can take that away but you. But this is somebody that's been working really, really hard. And whatever you do with this designer card, it's in the form of fashion, art, or some kind of artistic endeavor that you've been working on. You know, just a name. Art can go many, many ways. It could be literal art. There's so many forms of art. Digital art, you know, abstract art, painting, all kind of stuff like that. Tattooing, you know, film, dancing, singing, you know, create some content creating, you know, YouTube channels, fashion designing, you know, hair, nails, you know, any way that you're creating something from your inner being, you know, cake decorating, being a chef, being a cook. Those are all forms of art. And there's many, many forms of art. Bartending is a form of art. There's somebody here that does something in the artistic world, and you've been at this for quite some time, and your persistence is actually about to pay off. And, you know, with this easy does it card is saying, ease up on yourself. Just go easy on yourself. You know, continue to believe. Yes, you've had some setbacks, okay? Yes, your finances have been up and down, and or your artistic endeavor, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up. You may not have seen something consistent, but the past is coming back. We're in this energy, and we've been in it since May, and we're going to be in this energy until late November, December. So I'm talking to a fire sign that's about to get some really positive, good karma for some work that they've been putting in. Okay, the health of your finances is about to come together. Okay, because you've been working at something. The universe is you, and whatever it is that you do, you do something that helps others. You could do something that actually gives back or helps other people. And also, I'm also getting, you know, you've been doing something alone for too long. So the universe is about to send you some divine help, some helpers that you can trust and work with. With this helper card, someone, you've been carrying something by yourself for a very, very long time. And you're going to get some help now. Not that you didn't need it before, but there is just, you know, just you have to trust with this control card. Just trust that the universe, you know, the Most High, the Creator, while you were co-creating with the Creator, you've got to trust that the Creator knew what to do. The Creator knows who to send and at what time. Okay? You've definitely built something, and you've done it pretty much alone. And so the expansion that's coming to you, you're going to need some help. You're going to need more people. And the divine is getting ready to send that to you. Okay. The divine is recognizing the setbacks. And the divine is actually proud of you of how you've moved gracefully through these setbacks, the ups and downs in your money. You know, but the health of your creation is getting ready to increase even more. And the health of your money is going to increase. And you're going to have some help that's about to come in. And so when this expansion happens, do not be afraid with this say yes to the things that you think you cannot do, okay? It might scare you a little bit, but that's okay, all right? Do it afraid. Just do it afraid, okay? But your persistence did not go unnoticed. It is not, even the people around you know what, you know, how hard you've been working at something, and you're getting ready to see something shift, okay? So please understand whatever you've been working on, but there's some work you did in the past too. This perfection card just fell out. There's some work you did in the past that maybe you thought was for nothing as well. Somebody, I don't know, somebody created something or did something and they felt like maybe it was over with. It's not. It's coming back to you. Or something a project that you did before that maybe you didn't see any finances from it. You just kind of thought, oh, maybe that was just, no, you're getting ready to get paid. Somebody's about to get paid for something too that they did a long time ago. Some money's about to start flowing in from something that was created a while back. And it may even shock you like, wow, really? We got perfection here. Okay, it says progress, not perfection, is what that says on the front of that card. Okay. You definitely have to give up perfectionism. Even in my line of business and the things that I do individually, I definitely had to give up the perfection thing because you'll drive yourself crazy and it can actually put you into a depressed state. Nothing is perfect. Okay, I saw this TikTok and it was Leslie Jones and they were talking about Oprah. And I passed it out to, some people that I care for just to encourage them. And she said, she talked about how Oprah was fired when she was 23 years old. And so the guy I think she was on Saturday Night Live, and the guy was like, ooh, could you imagine firing Oprah? You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't want to be that person. She was like, no, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Oprah needed to get fired because when she was 23, she was nothing but a 23-year-old punk who didn't know anything. She needed to get fired so she could become Oprah, and then she was talking about Vera Wang. Vera Wang didn't actually create her very first dress until she was 40. Harrison Ford was a carpenter up until he was in his 40s. Then he went into acting. Like, it was very encouraging. So if you failed at something or you thought maybe something didn't work out or you worked on something, you didn't see the fruits of it, you're getting ready to see it now. Or you've been doing something a long time by yourself and you're getting ready to get some divine help. You're getting ready to get expansion with whatever this is that you do. But this was also a lesson about perfection. Okay, give up perfectionism because it says give up your perfectionism. It causes delays in your finances. When you think something has to be a certain way, everything should be this way, that way, this way. It can't go this way. You actually limit yourself. You're putting things in a box. And you have to take the limits off of things. Okay, it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to come that way. Or, sometimes we make a plan and we expect it to come this way, but that's not the for your highest good. It's actually going to come in this form, but it's still what you want. But sometimes we're so focused on something being the way we expect it to be, and a lot of times it's our outdated belief systems that we miss it. You know what I'm saying? We don't see where it actually still came through. And so you can kind of energetically block yourself off if you don't open up the possibilities. The possibilities are endless and they can come any which way. And you got to be ready to see it when it comes in. So let go of expecting something to look a certain way or come in a certain way. This card says you will never get ahead if you don't overcome the fear of failure. Again, Oprah was 23 years old and got fired. But she needed to get fired. Leslie Jones said something right there. She needed to get fired so that she could become Oprah. You know what I'm saying? The people that we see that are very successful, they failed at a lot of stuff. Leslie Jones said even she failed at many things before she actually became successful. I failed at several things before I finally got myself to a point where, okay, this is successful for me. This is successful for my family, my kids, my family. You know what I'm saying? It says you are enough and you have what it takes to improve your finances. So take the limitations. When I know it, some people, it sounds corny when you say anything is possible, but I'm a living witness that is very true. Anything is possible if you let your mind believe that. You know what I'm saying? So someone is getting ready to see some good fruit, some good karma is coming to someone. Some help is coming to someone that's had to do something by themselves for quite some time. The setbacks were there to teach you something. The money instability was also there to teach you something, but it was also your own mind that was actually causing some things. You have to sit down and think about your belief systems. What it is that you believe about money, where did you learn that from? And is that even still true? Who taught you that? Did a fearful person teach you that? Did someone who did not have the courage to step out on their own into entrepreneurship teach you that fearful state of mind? And if so, get rid of it. Give it back to whoever. I don't care if it was a parent. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes our parents can program us to stay in a certain comfort zone that is not made for us. Okay? If you are not that person, if you are an out of the box person, you cannot be in a certain comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain blueprint that sometimes our families lay out for us that actually hinders us more than helps us. And you have to have the courage to step out and be that oddball out. Okay? And do what you are created to do. Okay? But think about what you're doing. The people that taught you, do they have the courage to step out and do certain things? No, half of them probably living that comfortable, regular, life. And that's probably not, this is somebody that wasn't meant for. Okay. So get rid of this perfectionism mentality. Get rid of thinking that something has to be a certain way, or if it's not, that's not true at all, because you're blocking yourself. But there is some good work that was done, and the fruits of your labor is about to come in for you. Okay, with this new money, there's an expansion coming, but you got to get rid of your need to control. The bigger picture, you've got to get rid of this perfectionism, and you got to stop being afraid to fail. Okay, if it don't work out, cool. We're going to try another way. Okay, so that's all I got for you on that one, Aries, Leo, Sag. And let me see this Power of Surrender card here. But you're about to be really happy. It was not for nothing. The work has not been for nothing. It hasn't been. But you are definitely being asked to work on your belief systems. Everything that you know about money and success, who taught you that? What was the vessel? What is their life like that taught you that? And does it actually even still apply to who you are and what you're creating? If it's not, find the people that are like that and start learning from other people. You might have to break out of a family dynamic to do that, and that's okay. Are they going to like it? Hell, usually they don't, but nobody cares. It's not their life, it's yours. They've already lived their life usually, so that ain't got nothing to do with you. If they chose the cookie cutter way, the safe way out, kudos to them. But this is somebody that's not this is not a cookie cutter type of a person I'm looking at here. God dog it, I can't make it up. Look at this. Wait till I show y'all this card. Wow. See, you about to see where you've been holding yourself up. Your belief, what you believe in your mind creates your reality. And when I say anything is possible, it is. You have to allow yourself to believe. Whatever your circumstance is, and I'm trying to tell y'all this, I learned this from experiences you created by the way you think. So look at these, Aries, Leo, Sag. The first one out says surrender negative thinking. Okay. You create your reality, even your money. You got to work on your thinking. Study the law of attraction. Learn what that is and learn how to do it and practice it. It says you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. Okay, your thoughts are just thoughts. They come and go. Okay, and whatever you think in your mind, your body will follow. You know what I'm saying? Your mind does not control you. You control your mind. I had to learn that. You know what I'm saying? But they're just thoughts. They come in, they go. Every thought that you have, you don't have to keep. You can say, toss that out. You know what I'm saying? So when you see yours, but you also have to pay attention to yourself. You have to be self-aware to know when you're in a negative space of thinking so you can stop yourself. Soon as you feel that coming through, stop yourself. And a lot of times, sometimes it's not even us, it's the people around us. And they project their feelings of failure onto, or fear of stepping out their comfort zone onto you. And some of these thoughts don't even belong to you. It belongs to the people around you. So you have to get around people that are like-minded, people that think the way you do, people that want the same thing that you want. Okay? And then the next one says surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is always guiding you. You got to get rid of this. You know, long time ago, many years ago, I used to listen to Joyce Meyer, and she said, worrying is like sitting in a rocking chair. You're just rocking back and forth, but you ain't even going nowhere. You ain't doing nothing. It's not accomplishing nothing. Stop worrying, okay? And the last one, surrender low self-esteem, which is say yes to the things that you don't think you can do. I've said yes to many things in the last few years that I truly never thought I could do, never thought I could accomplish. I never, you know, you would have asked me 10 years ago what I've seen myself where I am. And I live a very quiet, simple life. I do. But if you would have asked me 10 years ago would I have seen myself where I am today, I wouldn't have been able to fathom it at all. But the first thing I started working on was my thinking, the way I think, getting rid of things that was taught to me that do not serve me. Okay? So surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success. You deserve love. You deserve abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Why do you feel the way you feel about yourself? Who's telling you this? Where's these thoughts coming from? Get rid of that. Love yourself. Don't beat yourself up. That's self-abuse. Abundance cannot come to you if you're abusing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times low self-esteem comes from comparing. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Nobody gives a fuck what they're doing. Who cares what they got on? Who cares what they drive? Who cares where they live? What does that have to do with you? Okay? Sometimes people come from families that compare other people. Get that out your head. Get that, whoever's teaching you this, get it out of your head right now and learn something else. Okay? But stop comparison. Comparison causes low self-esteem. Okay? That ain't for you to worry about. Stay in your lane. If it's not in your lane or on your path, you ain't got nothing to do with it. Don't think about it. Nobody cares. Okay? So, that's all I got for you, fire signs, and I hope that helped. If it helped, hit the like button. Have a good day.